All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is AC's Conversations.
AC's Conversations is about sports, music, TV, movies, and more.
Everything and more.
Everything is ready to go.
That include the latest news and rumors, along with interviews with the biggest names in sports and entertainment.
This
is AC's Conversations with your host,
News 8 Sports Director.
The man is the real deal.
Let's go to work, fella.
Anthony Calhoun.
Anthony Calhoun alongside a former Indy 500 winner, a guy who's on a mission to get things done this year. Talking about Marcus Ericsson. Thank you so much, man, for joining us here on Sports Locker. It's time to go. Media Day here for IndyCar, and, of course, you go racing coming up next month. Give me your thoughts as you get ready for this upcoming season.
I'm super excited. Last year was quite disappointing result-wise. Not the least, the month of May was a challenge for us. But that I have used as motivation in the off-season. I worked really hard in the off-season to be better, and can't wait to go racing this year and sort of build on that foundation we were laying last year.
Yeah, I know last year was a challenging year for you, and especially when it comes to the month of May, and we'll talk more about that, but what can you take away from what happened last year that you think can help you this year? Not necessarily just, the difficult issues you had at times, but just what you learned from those moments.
No, it's a process for sure. It was the first year in a new team for me, so it always takes some time to get to know people, get to know a new car, etc. So that's part of it. But also, there was a lot of things that didn't go our way. I don't believe in bad luck. I think you sort of work and deserve your luck. So I had to work harder, and I put in a lot of work to be better on all aspects, on the physical side, mental side, with the team. So I've just been trying to be better prepared, let's say, for the new season that I've been before. And hopefully, we will see results of that when we get to the race season.
Yeah, well, you've been around your crew, you've been in the garages. What excites you about this season?
Everything. The momentum we have as a series this year is huge. I think there's a lot of good things happening. The field is getting more and more competitive every year. I think for us in Andretti, we have a really good group of drivers, group of people in the team, a lot of push over the off-season to get better on all aspects. So it's going to be really fun to go racing and go up against the best.
I was talking to some of the drivers just earlier about how the season is so intense. And then when you look at the summertime, it seems like you're racing every single week. How do you stay focused? How do you navigate through all that for a long season of racing?
Yeah, that's going to be tough, and that's why I've tried to really put in a lot of work in the off-season, because like I say, when we get into, end of April, then it's going to be full on until September. It's like basically almost no weeks off. It's just like bang, bang, bang with races. So if you're not ready, like physically and mentally, when we get to that point, you're not going to be able to do it. So that's where, I put in a lot of work in this off-season to be ready for it, because it's going to be an intense season, and it's going to be the one that's the best trained physically and mentally is going to come out on top.
Well, you drank the milk before and almost drank it twice. So close to winning 2 Indy 500s. That being said, what do you take away from last year? I know it was a difficult month of May for you. Almost didn't make the field, but you did get in. But what do you take away from last year as you get ready for this upcoming May as well?
What I take with me is I appreciate the race even more after last year, because I got to experience like the lowest of lows, so almost missing out on making the field and crashing multiple times, and it was just an extremely tough month of May. But that shows how you can go from winning to almost not making the field. That shows how tough that race is, how tough that month of May is, and that you have to have everything right to be up there and compete. So it was a very tough month of May for me, but I feel like I came through it on the other side, and it gave me strength, and I think it gave me perspective going into this year's Indy 500 that I think is going to really be good for me and the group around me.
All right, and I know during the off season you stay busy with your wife and just your friends and things like that. But I also know you had a chance to spend some time with Caitlin Clark down in Florida. What was that like for you, getting a chance to be around the superstar for the WNBA Indiana Fever?
It was amazing. It was a really cool event there, and just to hang out with her and then see her, not doing her profession. She was playing golf there, but she was really good at that as well. But she's just an incredible person and athlete. So it's fun that she's here in Indy, and it was fun to hang out and spend some time with her.
Well, I love how you're always involved with our community. You're always at Pacer games. We talk about Caitlin Clark. It's great to see you. Make this city one of your own. Before we wrap things up, I've been letting some of the drivers just give a message to the fans. So anything you want to say to the fans as they get ready for this exciting IndyCar season, of course, the month of May as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, for us drivers, you guys are everything. You know, we love coming out on the track and seeing your fans out there and seeing how knowledgeable you all are. You know, so interact with the fans is amazing, and we all love that. So can't wait to see you all out on track, and especially during the month of May, of course.
Discover more at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to follow and subscribe to the AC's Conversations podcast and others on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Connect now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.